The first Little Master game was an absolute delight for anyone who digs a good turn-based strategy game. It had a perfect difficulty curve, amazing graphics and music, and a really charming collection of human and fantasy fiction characters. They're all back, so never fear. Yes, even the chicken. You'll be welcomed with open arms immediately upon starting the game. The character sprites and backgrounds have been slightly redrawn, but otherwise everything is highly familiar. It certainly feels like a homecoming of sorts. It's fair to say that the sequel certainly does not deviate that much from the original formula, and why should it? Nothing really needed to be changed. The game mechanics are largely untouched too. Perhaps it's been rebalanced to increase the difficulty a bit, as if this game was designed for people already thoroughly acquainted with the first game. That's a good way to approach Little Master 2 Night of the Lightning. The difficulty is certainly ramped up, the adventure twice as long. There are now 34 missions to battle through. The character's leveling system is changed as well, whereas before you could only grow to level 8, now you can double that. Liam and Momo are there, but they're not quite the tanks they were before. Gezagain has conjured a new level of evil, and they'll have to rely on their compatriots a lot more now. You get a massive golem-looking creature to come along with you this time. He's called Tam Tam, and despite his apparent size and strength, operates best as a healer. This is the first moment where a slight oversight was made. Losing a character in battle does not kill them, but you lose them for the entire battle. Any experience they earned in battle was lost unless they managed to level up, which means you really have to balance your entire team more than you did before. This is fine. A good strategy game should encourage the player to utilize the strength of all their characters. However, training new compatriots becomes more difficult the later into the game you get, as they all start at level 1. No doubt they'll perish in 1 or 2 hits before too long, meaning it's tricky to level them up. You have to lead the line with your strongest troops, allowing the weaker ones to come in and deal those last 2 or 3 hit points. Perhaps this wasn't an oversight. It could be that the creators realized that you could steamroll the game if you built up the 2 main characters enough, and this was an attempt to equipoise that. Either way, it's something to keep in mind, and an addition that forces the player to be more considerate with every tactic they try to employ. Part of me wishes you didn't lose experience when your characters fall, but this just encourages you to look after your team. The fusion system from before is still present, although this time you can't sacrifice one character to make another stronger. The only remaining option is to meld 2 characters into one stronger, different one, albeit at a lower level. I know very little about either the developer or the publisher. Looking at the repertoire of Tokuma Shoten sheds little light. It seems they concentrated on a bunch of mahjong stuff, a few baseball sims, and a whole host of MSX demo discs for that old home computer. They disappeared after 1999. There's even less information on the developers' Xenoworks. One thing they both have in common is this amazing little pair of games. Little Master 1 was outstanding. The sequel? You're just showing off now.